Yo guys, what's up and welcome back to the channel. And yes guys, finally the long awaited Versione Speciale of the SF90 Stradale has officially broke cover, and it is called the SF90 X6 Stradale. And as you guys can see, it is a monster to look at, but first let's go back a couple of years. And guys, welcome to 2019, which was when the SF90 Stradale officially broke cover, and this car was conceived to commemorate the 90th anniversary of the Scuderia Ferrari Formula 1 team, hence the name SF90, which was also the name of the Formula 1 car of the 2019 season, which was piloted by Sebastian Vettel and Charles Leclerc. And as you guys can see, design wise this was no slouch, and on paper it was a totally different monster. This very car put out 986 horsepower. That is a very huge number, nearly 1000 horsepower supercars, and it went from 0 to 60 miles an hour or 100 kilometers an hour in 2.5 seconds. It went from 0 to 124 miles an hour or 200 kilometers an hour in 6.7 seconds, and its top speed was 340 kilometers an hour, so it was no slow car. And it's powered by a 4-liter twin turbocharged V8 combined with 3 electric motors, 1 attached to the engine and 2 attached to the front axle. And as you guys will have made out by now, it is a hybrid, hence it got the best of both worlds. And guys, welcome back to the present day, and let's jump into the SF90 X6 Stradale. First up, we're going to take a look at the name, because it has the letters XX in it, and these letters are specifically affiliated with the experimental track only hypercars such as the FXXK Evo, which is based on the LaFerrari. So this is the first ever road legal Ferrari to have the letters XX in it. So it's literally bringing the supercar charm with it and onto public roads. And as you guys can see, this is a monster to look at, with a lot of bodywork changes, a lot of aero going into this, and a lot of stuff underneath that you will not see and that you will not expect. And this being a Versione Speciale, guys, this joins an awesome lineup of heritage and some of its predecessors, being the 812 Competizione, the 812 Competizione Aperta, the F12 TDF, the 488 Pista, 488 Pista Spider, 458 Speciale, 458 Speciale Aperta, you name it, all are limited series cars, and which come under the bracket of Versione Speciale. And guys, talking about aerodynamics, this is no slouch when it comes to aerodynamics. It is literally a track toy, it is literally a track weapon. And on the matter of aerodynamics, the SF90 XX Stradale marks the return of the fixed wing, which Ferrari actually shied away from for the past couple of years, and the last car to have a fixed wing was the F50 and the F40 before that, so that is like literally a couple of decades ago. And not just that this is only a generic wing, it also generates a lot of downforce, and that much being 530 kilos. And it also has the active rear gurney the standard SF90 Stradale has, which produces low downforce in this mode and high downforce in this mode. This is literally when it's in race mode or track mode. When you want to just literally rip the machine around the track, you literally put it in high downforce mode, and it lowers the gurney down like so it gives more downforce and it sticks to the track better than ever. And on the front, we have a whole new front end, as you guys can see, a whole new splitter and this new duct, and as you guys will have made out by that skeleton that we've just seen, there is no storage area, there is no boot space. The new S ducts, as they're calling this, gives it more downforce, makes it stick to the track even more. And since it is a track toy, it makes more sense that they removed a boot space and they've fitted an aerodynamically improving thing, i.e. the S duct, and lots of carbon fiber, lots of bodywork changes. As you guys can see, it still has a sharp-nosed front end, but the all-new S duct makes it much more better. And guys, of all the big changes to the car, the rear end has taken a big chunk of it, with the big wing sitting up top and a brand new taillight sitting across the entire back, the 2 prominent exhaust tailpipes, the vertical openings on the sides, and the big diffuser, obviously all pointing to more downforce and more aerodynamics. And guys, coming to the engine, it still retains the 4-liter twin turbocharged V8 combined with the 3 electric motors, 1 attached to the engine and 2 attached to the front axle. But the horsepower count has significantly gone up. The 4-liter twin turbocharged V8 now puts out 797 horsepower, and the 3 electric motors collectively put out 233 horsepower, and these numbers combined put out 1030 horsepower, not a small number. but the electric range is still limited to 25 kilometers. And when it comes to stats, it's not. The 60 time has gone up by 0.2 seconds, where it used to be 2.5 seconds, now it's 2.3. And the not to 200 kilometers an hour or 124 miles an hour is 6.5 seconds. But when it comes to the top speed, guys, it has taken a significant hit, where the SF90 Stradale tops out at 340 kmph. This tops out at 320 kmph, and that is a significant difference in the automotive world. But this being a more track focused car, and with all the new aerodynamics that it has, it ought to boast some faster times at the Fiorano circuit. But guys, enough of this technical mumbo jumbo. Let's take a listen to the 4-liter twin turbo V8. Well, that definitely sounded awesome compared to the SF90 Stradale. This sounds a million times better, guys. So, not bad. And also, guys, coming to the engine, it has also had a couple of tweaks and upgrades done to it, such as new pistons as well as the removal of the secondary air system, which resulted in the slash of 3.5 kgs off of the engine's weight. So that's basically reducing weight as well as increasing performance. That's basically hitting two birds with one stone. But guys, one of the new things to talk about is the all new extra boost, which is basically an extra boost control system which gives you a better performance surplus for a limited time window. Basically, when you're going for a lap time on a racetrack, and this basically is to reduce the lap time by increasing the limit of the deliverable power coming out of a bend. It is also said that this short power boost of around 2 seconds guarantees a reduction of a lap time of 0.25 seconds at the circuit of Fiorano. So that ought to give the SF90XX Stradale a run for its money. And guys, onto the interior, where Ferrari have introduced a brand new carbon fiber bucket seats which shed 1.3 kilos off of the weight, and which are apparently comfortable as well. I mean, this is literally a track weapon, and I imagine most people will be tracking this thing, and it also ought to be comfortable for a drive in the SF90XX Spider. And this being a Versione Speciale Ferrari means that this is a limited series car, guys, meaning that the Ferrari SF90XX Stradale will only have a limited series production of only 799 units. But this is not the only car that they launched. Alongside the SF90XX Stradale, the all new SF90XX Spider was also revealed, guys, and this is basically the Aperta variant of the SF90, which is exactly done with the 812 Competizione and the 812 Competizione Aperta. But the small hitch that I would say is that the naming convention of the SF90XX Spider, because they usually name their open top variants as the Aperta, which basically means open, which signifies an open top convertible, such as the LaFerrari Aperta, the 458 Speciale Aperta, the 812 Competizione Aperta, and so on. But this time they've gone with the Spider, such as like the 488 Pista Spider. It basically means the same thing, just a different naming convention. And as you guys can see, it's literally just the same car, just with a retractable hard top. Its stats and the performance and the engine and everything literally are the same. It's just an open top experience, which I would prefer over a coupe, to be honest. Well guys, the number of SF90XX Spiders being manufactured will be 599 as per usual for the Aperta/Spiders. So they're sticking with the same number of 599 units being produced worldwide on this one too. Well guys, that was the SF90XX Stradale/Spider, and these cars are on a whole nother level. I mean, Ferrari have literally brought the XX platform onto public roads with these mean machines. I mean, with all the technology, the aerodynamics, with the looks, the numbers on paper, everything is as I expected from these monsters. I mean, I would rather take this over a Mansory SF90. The looks are just simply astonishing. It's a beauty to look at, as well as a track weapon, which is mainly what anyone who buys them will be looking for. And well, these match the lineup that they're joining, i.e. the Versione Speciales. They tick every box in my book. So well, that's it for now, guys. Thanks a lot for watching. Remember to hit that sub button and click the bell to ensure that you don't miss out on any future videos. Thanks a lot for watching, guys. See ya.